Okay, so I am living my best Christmas self, and I took a class from Dyan Reaveley. Actually, I'm on day 3 of 4 about how to make a dialogue. So this is a Traveler's Notebook dialogue, how to make a Christmas one. So I have a ton of Dyan Reaveley stuff. So these are borders and words and things that we have to use. I also used my scan and cut, and I don't know if it will be before or after I post the scan and cut video, but I bought a little machine that cut out all this stuff. Look, it cut it all out for me, which is amazing. But today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start blending Dyan's stuff with magazine collage things, which is what I do. So I want to start with Martha. So this is kind of a little love letter to Martha Stewart too. I used her magazine, so I have a lot of stuff, a lot of Martha covers that are going to kind of be in and out of here. But I thought it would be fun to find oh, is it the cat? Maybe we need to use the cat on Martha. I think it's the cat. To make her the collage. And these are the Dyan Reaveley collage sheets. So these are Dyan's images. And what I'm doing is you and I are going to spend time until the baked potatoes are done. When my husband has dinner done, getting as much of this put together as we can. So we're going to have some fun paper dolls we make. We're going to have some fun backgrounds we make. I already had a little video up about making these backgrounds real quick in the dialogue. But look how cute this is. All right, I am going to real quick cut around this cat's dealy bobs, and I'll be right back. There we go. So now, Oprah. Oh, I think we need to have like a really big, or Oprah, Martha. We can put Martha right down here. And I am going to glue most of Martha down. Maybe I'll leave the top of her. Uh-oh. I left this open. Come through for me, Tonic. I use this tonic glue that's amazing because it never clogs, even if you leave it open forever like I do. Okay. So we're going to make a really long, skinny, oh, I glued all of Martha down. So anything else we do with Martha is going to have to be part and parcel of what's already here. Okay, I have so we have this really cute cutout. I have a Falalala llama that I am going to be putting over here on this side. So part of this this practice that we're doing here is there's no way I am going to get a full journal done. It takes me months to do a journal. There is no way I am going to get a full journal done before Christmas comes. But the cool thing is that I can put all this down, and then as we have Christmas morning, I can have my pen there. I can be doodling. I can write down thoughts about what happens on Christmas morning. There's just a lot of cool things that you can do when you have a Christmas journal working. So I will for sure put a link below to this I'm using my big old scissors. I will for sure put a link below to the class that I took from Dyan, because it is it's an online class. So if you want to have fun with your Christmas journal, you can take it too. Okay, so that is Martha. We got to put a neck on her. We got our fa la 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 llama. This one, I love to use these cookies as what's called a Karen. So I will be cutting those out. I don't think I want the plate on this one. Maxie, hush, honey. I will be cutting these out and putting one of Dyan's fun heads on there. So functionally, what I'm doing with this, because I am a magazine collager, I am doing my normal magazine collages and then putting Dyan's fun, oh, this goes together, Home Sweet Home, with the cookie. All right, but it won't fit across. So we're gonna have to cut it out this way. And this is gonna be up here, Home Sweet, and then we have the home that we can put somewhere. I don't know yet, but it will go somewhere and it'll be really fun and happy. Okay, there it is. Okay. So now we have to find a head for our cookie stack. That duck is very big. We may not be able to use him. What else do we got? We got some of my stuff. We got a little deer. These are smaller ones. So let's start taking some of these smaller ones out too, because I have some other things that we're going to be doing that need to be smaller. We could do this bird, which I kind of feel like Home Sweet Home goes with a bird. I'm going to do that. And this is not one of those journals where you're going to take a million hours and try to figure everything out and it's artistic, and that's not what this is. This is something super fun that you can doodle in later, that you can have a good time. And that is just to be a fun little project, because you can, you know, you're probably only going to want to do it till Christmas, right? So you want to make it simple enough that you enjoy doing it without it being this like mega death march giant journal like I do sometimes. So talking to you and I'm talking to me a little bit, because I was kind of going, oh, do I want to have a whole bunch of other stuff on there? And usually I have more going on, and I'm like, okay, Schiffer, settle yourself down. Now what I'll probably do with these cookies is I will paint them green and red, which is what I usually do with the cookie Karens. I've used them before in my artwork. Okay, so we got that, and let's glue the bottom of his little head. I didn't glue his little head down because I knew I wanted my cookies there. All right, so that's good. We'll come back if we find, oh, where's our home? We have Home Sweet Nothing now. I lost our home. So now it's just Home Sweet. We'll see if we find it again. Did I just throw it away? All right. That's life. Okay, what else do we have to stick down? We have this to make a border out of, and I pulled all the really cute kind of cookie parts. So this one, we're just gluing down a border. You can't come along for all the fun ones and then skip all the boring ones. I have to do this work. You got to do it with me too. So I used images from two Women's Day. I have two of the same images. Women's Day that I got from the thrift store. I used a Martha Stewart magazine, and I have one more, but I felt like I had a lot. I may come back, swing back around, and do some more clipping or harvesting. But for right now, I feel like I have a really good mix of images to use. Okay, so we're going to do that. We may need to start doing skinny ones because I don't want to run out, but I feel like we have a lot. Hold on. Let's do this corner, and we'll do this corner with this one, and then we'll get around with the rest of them. I kind of want it to go that way with the little gem at the top in case I want to doodle. Okay, there's that. Here's this. I do want that way, that one that way. And then all I do when I'm doing this is I'll show you, is I use my paper clips, which you know I love a paper clip, to stick, so it's always on the right? So I always put this, well, it's not always on the right. It's generally on the right. For what I want to put on that page. Do not use your good scissors to cut glue. It's a bad idea. And yes, oh, there's home. Yay, us. I found home. Home sweet. I kind of don't want to put it on the cookies because I know I'm going to paint the cookies. So let's find some place. Oh, how about over? Oh my goodness. It couldn't be more perfect than that. Over by this little window. And we didn't do it on purpose because we're derpy. But look who's peeking through that window. That cat is. And look who's peeking through this window. This bird is. My life is so good. I'm so lucky. Okay, so let's cut this apart. Let's have some skinny pieces to go with our fat pieces because I like my borders to go in and out. So see how there's a big piece and a skinny piece and a fat piece? I like that look because sometimes I like to do like a border around that. But if you don't like that look, then for sure you can make all your borders the same width and depth. Feel like a Grammy. I am a Grammy. My grandbaby was here today. She came with Brittany. Brittany's birthday was this week, but they were out of town on a camping trip in Georgia. So Brittany couldn't come for her birthday. So we had her birthday today with a cake. Johnny made her a cake. Johnny makes us all cakes because he's wonderful. And so that was very nice. And my son, well, my son-in-law, they're not married, but I consider my son-in-law. I gave him a bunch of fabric because he does, he paints shoes. He's the only one that cares about marketing or art. So whenever I get him over here, I'm like, let's talk about art. And then they all mock us. Well, I kind of think I want that there. I need a little something happening in this little empty space. So a little piece of ripped edge, for me, is a great thing to have over here. I really like how this is coming out. Okay, so we're going to have to take our paper clip up, but we'll go do that page next. Do we want a big fatty? Do we want a skinny? I think I want a skinny. All right, so did we go all the way around? And don't glue on your stuff if you don't want to glue your stuff together, because now that page could stick together. Now that doesn't bother me, but if it bothers you, then don't do that. Okay, this is this, this is this. They're garbage now. Okay, next one. What do we have? It's like a little, mystery. Oh, look at this. This is stunning. Okay, there's our first Martha. Okay, so for sure I want this in the corner, so I'm gonna need to do, let's cut this off a little bit. I feel like it's got a lot of brown. And I generally don't like my border pieces to be that long. So, let's, oh, perfect. Okay, so, and that's just a bit of tinsel. And this is going to be a brown or darker page. And I tend to like brown or darker pages. But I also didn't want to do a whole Christmas book that was dark and brooding. So I'm pulling things in that are not, like I'm trying to use a lot of red. I'm trying to use a lot of green so that I don't have a really grumpy Christmas book. Okay, so let's get 2 corners. So we're going to ground these 2 corners with big pieces. Oops. Do we feel like, yeah, I feel like the crinkles are on the outside. All right. We got these fun friends too. Okay, so let's do the crinkles on the outside. Crinkles on the outside. All right. Let's get, I have a deer and a fox. I love this fox. Let's do this fox over here so I can see him. And let's put a little piece of, we don't really need that much. This book is going to be really chubby because I have lots of stuff to stick down in. Like, I already have a lot of stuff to stick down in it, and I haven't really started sticking stuff too much yet. So it is going to be a chubby book. There we go. Perfect. And then this can go over here. Yep, I think that's fine there. And one of the things Dyan suggested that I totally agree with but don't do is your book won't be so fat and hard to manage if you don't glue over the bend, right? She's super careful not to glue over the bend. I glue over the bend all the time, which is not as conducive to making an amazing book. But she is an artist, like an artist, and I'm sticking some magazines in a book. So I feel like I am not an aspiring artiste. So you do whatever you like to do. So for me, so let's talk about taking a class. So I love Dyan's classes because she's like the ASMR of she just sits there and she just chats and she tells you what she's doing. And a lot of the things in this class are using her actual products that I don't have. Like I bought the collage sheets, but a lot of it's using stamps that are hers and using other Christmas books that are hers, and I just don't have them. But it doesn't matter because I'm not trying to copy her style, or I'm not trying to do things perfectly. I want to keep these guys good. So I'm going to start over here and glue this part. I'm trying to get tips and ideas from her on how she does her dialogue. So I will say, because she made the dialogue, right? Which is a traveler's notebook. So number one thing that I really got was, especially in this little traveler's notebook, that this is just for fun. Don't take yourself so serious. You can use pieces of parts of stuff. Number two, that she does a lot of borders and doodling, which I love. I've taken a bunch of classes from her. So I want to make sure that I do a bunch of doodling in this. And so it kind of helped with my selection of stuff. How do we think about a grumpy, oh, I think I must have a grumpy owl in the corner to start. We might add more later, but I think a grumpy owl is going to be perfect for me right there, right this second. So because she's been doing it for so much longer than me, she's been doing this for 20 years, and I've been doing it for 2 years. Of course, there are so many things I can learn from Dyan. And then just apply them to how I like to do art. You don't have to do what she does. She said you were supposed to use her paints. I don't have her paints. So it was either use Tim Holtz paints or use, you know, the cheapy paints I have, or nothing. So instead of saying, well, I don't have that, so I can't do it, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to use Tim's paints. And if it doesn't work, and I think part of what she said that it wouldn't work about Tim's paints is she uses a glue stick a lot, and I don't use a glue stick. So I don't try to glue with a glue stick. I use the Nuvo, so it doesn't, there's not a problem gluing it down. And I'm more of a mixed media artist than she is. She's very much a collage artist and a paper artist. So those things are all gonna, you know, I don't have to use her glue. I don't like using glue sticks. I've tried her glue sticks. I've tried Yoo-Hoo glue sticks. I do too many things on a piece of paper for glue sticks to work, and I have found Nuvo glue, and it doesn't clog the nozzle, and it's just my favorite. Does that mean Dyan's wrong to use a glue stick in hers? Heck no. She's not wrong. I'm not wrong. Nobody's wrong. We're all right. Because we're all doing it the way we want to do it. Oh, this one I thought would be super fun. Okay, so I think that we should make your holiday just a bit brighter like that on the two corners. Okay? Again, if you don't want your Dyalog to be super chubby and fat and hard to close, don't glue over the middle. It just doesn't bother me. Okay, so we're going to put this up here like this, and we're going to squish this in the middle at least, so there's a slight chance it will be less derpy. And then we're going to put this on. Now, so I have to be really careful not to get weird about this, because this is a Jimmy Dean sausage ad. So I was like, do I want to, I'm a pescatarian tree hugger. I was like, do I want a Jimmy Dean sausage ad? But then I was like, come on, get over yourself. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit brighter. So here we go. This is what I thought would be fun to do. I have all these balls, right? So we have these little balls, and we have these little balls. So I think I can do at least 2, if not 3. How cute would it be to make them like little snowmen with these little heads on them? So like the deer head, I gotta cut the scan and cut only cuts things it can see, so there was no in between there, so it didn't know to cut that. But we could make that a deer one. Oh, I love that. I'm gonna glue that down right now. Oh, I think I'm gonna turn it around so the green's kind of there, but same concept, right? Right. Okay, so this guy has to be on this side because he has the big antlers. Oh, I'm gonna make him right there. That is his spot. If you don't want to glue your stuff to your stuff, don't glue on your stuff. So I almost just glued him down where I wouldn't get to pick where he goes. If you don't want to accidentally glue your images down, do it, take them off to the side, and then you won't have to worry about them. That just doesn't matter to me. All right, there's his ball Tammy. All right, how about this guy? I'm thinking I want him to be up a little higher so we have still just a little bit brighter. Okay, what do we have? So we already used this birdie, but we haven't used this like pelican dude. Oh, fun. We could tuck him right in there. So let's get his big ball in here. Let's see, where's it prettiest? So if we do it this way, let's cross it. Okay, so this is a little bit about not making orphans, right? If I put this ball up in the air, then all of a sudden this isn't connected to this and that would make an orphan, which is why sometimes you feel like your compositions aren't very good or it's not very cohesive. It would be because you've made things all separate, which makes it really hard to have cohesiveness, right? So that's why I always try to make sure everything touches something else. It touches at least one thing when I'm gluing it down. Now this thing is touching two things, right? It's touching the red box of this and it's touching this. Okay, so now we have, I feel like I could have at least one baby one, if not two baby ones. And I think we have to have more little heads like that. Oh, here's a little duck head. So what other heads? We got cute heads. This one ate the machine ate it. Okay, I don't like that. There's a little ducky. There's a cat. This duck is just so problematic. He's very big. But what about this baby? That baby duck will go good. So we're going to cut this girl duck out. Everybody's having steaks and I'm having tuna for dinner. We're having a very fancy schmancy dinner tonight. We're very bougie. And all my kids are home. No. Desi's home? No, Desi's not home. Desi has work today. Desi got a job at Publix. She's very busy now. They're a very nice company who are treating her very well. Oh, there's a little house. How odd that there's a house hanging off the back of my duck. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right, this is one that literally turned out as cute as I thought it would. Sometimes they don't. So let's put our little duck ball down here. Do we want to put that little house by our home? Would that be cute? You know where it says home? Oh, this is adorable. All right. G. Cute, cute, cute. And that's just going to touch that Y in holiday. Where'd that little house go? There it is. Where's our home? Would that be cute? Oh, that's just amazing. Just a little random house. Perfect. This is coming together so well. Okay, we have nothing on here. Do we want to? So I have this lady. All right, how many pages do we have with nothing on? So I'm gonna temporarily put this lady on here. I'm gonna put the paper clip here so that we know. This doesn't have anything on it, but I have some more stuff. Don't fret. Okay, I thought this one was fun. I thought we could, because they're holding this bottle. So number one, I need something to anchor this, and I thought I could put one of Dyan's Christmas trees there, right? Okay. So I am going to glue this down because this is problematic. So say I got called away from this and Johnny said it was time for dinner, and then I closed the book and it got bent and it got hurt. So really what I do when I have something delicate like this is I put it down, I get it stuck in the book, and then I kind of work everything else around it, because this kind of thing can just get totally ruined if you don't get it stuck in a book right away. Hang on, I gotta move it a little bit. Boop, boop, boop. We got a second to get it straight. And it may not be perfectly straight, but it's a little bit straighter now. Okay, there we go. Excitement. Okay, so there we go. Let's do a Dyan tree. Do we want a big one like that? And maybe a little baby one? Oh, I like that. Okay, we got tree legs. Hold on. Don't fret. I seen a whole bunch of, I cut out a whole bunch of tree legs. So there's, oh, there's two. I always call them tree stems. And then I'm like, that does not sound right. And then I realize they're tree crap. This is why I don't like to talk to you, because then I realize that I still don't know what they're called. Tree trunks. They're called tree trunks, not tree stems. Why don't you guys ever, like, tell me that so I don't look like a moron when I'm always calling them tree stems? I feel like you're supposed to be helping me look less derpy. Oh, you hear Kitty? Lisa, you hear Kitty? She's yelling for her dinner. This kitty's gotten very sassy. Kitties can talk. Okay, there we go. Bink, bink. Excellent. Now I need a head. So let's dig down here. We got that giant, nope, too big. We've got a cat. We've got a little baby duck. I want the big one of that. Hold on, where's the big one of that? We got this duck. We got these little birds. Hold on, we're keeping looking. Could be that duck. Oh, look at that. Hold on. We gotta cut this deer off of here. If we do this duck, can we get his... Well, I kind of feel like I want one with a little fatter bottom. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do this puffin, and I'm going to wind up painting that, probably painting that bottle. But I really like that this puffin fits right on the bottle. That makes me exceptionally happy. And we can figure out something to do with the rest of it. But we got a puffin on a bottle. Uh-oh. I think I heard Johnny say go get Grandma. Which is Grandma Linda, not me, Grandma. And I forgot to cut that out, but we'll just, especially because it's white already in the back here, we'll just color some green in there. Okay. Puffin done. So I'm doing this Dyan Reaveley Christmas collage, and I feel like I went to the Christmas party with Christmas cookies instead of gifts, because I saw collage sheets and I thought it would be magazine collage, but it's all using just Dyan's stuff, stamps and borders and these collage sheets. So I'm still doing my magazine collage because that's what I do. But I definitely feel like I'm at the wrong party, but it doesn't matter because I always have social anxiety and feel like I'm at the wrong party, so it's fine. It's just normal. So anyways, here is Diane's Christmas tree, my girl with her sad eyes, with a butter dish hat with a cat or a fox on it, and 3 sheep. I love this one. So these are, I had the same magazine twice. So these are magazine collage girls. I haven't done any outlining or anything yet. It'll look better once we do the details. But I used some of Diane's hats, and then I just cut some of the rest of them hats and put stars and baubles on them. There's a bird and a house on this dog and 2 Christmas trees. This is just a Christmas tree I haven't done anything with. This isn't, like, they're not done. They're in the middle of the process, but this is 2 Dyan Christmas trees, a real door, a little bendy guy, a shoe. I have to fix his beak. And then you can see there's a cutout, so you can see the goose on the Christmas ornament. And her stuff comes in 2 sizes, so there's giant and little, so you'll see him again. I love this one. This is a cat on a champagne flute martini glass looking at the birdies. These guys need a lot of detailing, but this is a stack of bowls. This is a stack of cake plates. There's nothing in there yet. This was really cool. This is a gingerbread house with a Dyan tree, and then I just used her pattern papers to cut some more trees. This one I'm going to paint so that the bottle looks like that and maybe fluff up his bow with paint. Oh, I love this one. So this is the Jimmy Dean holiday stuff. But these little guys on Christmas ornaments, Dyan owl on a gingerbread house, look like a little raccoon, and there's deers by the deers. Oh, this is a fun one. This is a mom goose person with her kids, and of course the teenagers are the cranky ones in the back. Oh, this is a good one. So this is, I love using these cookies, Karen's. So you can see the cat through this side, and you can see the bird through this side. And this is Martha Stewart, Fa-la-la-la llama. And this is a barn with a Christmas tree. Diane Starr, I used one of her hats as the base, snowflakes, and a magazine collage Christmas tree. So that is my middle of my Dyan Reaveley inspired collage Christmas dialogue book. So that's that notebook, the Traveler's Notebook Dialogue. Hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobsen, Artsy Fartsy Life.